This is not just a football match. This is the story of a city with two hearts that never beat in sync. Early in the 20th century, Barcelona was not yet the city it is today, but football was slowly becoming the language of the people. In 1899, Barcelona was born, a club that quickly moved beyond football and became a symbol of Catalonia, its language, its culture, and its difference from the central power. 1 year later, in 1900, Espanyol was founded. Its name carried a message of its own: Spanish. At a time when the debate over identity was just beginning to take shape, this name was a stance, not just a title. The first matches were not yet violent, but the perspectives were different. Barca fans saw their team as ours, belonging to the streets, the workers, the Catalans. Espanyol, however, was more often seen as representing the wealthier class and loyalty to Spain. The rivalry started right there, not with a goal, not with a foul, but with a difference in meaning. Decades passed. Franco's dictatorship arrived. Catalonia was suppressed, language banned, flags hidden, identity suffocated. In those years, Barcelona became something like a refuge, a place where silent resistance was possible. And Espanyol, fairly or unfairly, was perceived in the minds of many as a club, neutral or closer to central power. From that moment on, every match between the two carried the weight of history. League positions no longer mattered. What mattered was who represents the city, who speaks for the people, and who is just the neighbor. The rivalry between Barcelona and Espanyol did not begin with a line on the pitch. It began with a line in people's minds. And even today, every time they face each other, that old century comes back to life. The problem between Barcelona and Espanyol is not just football. Its roots lie in a mix of identity, politics, and history. Barcelona is a symbol of Catalan identity, a club that has always presented itself, under the slogan, "More than a club," as the representative of Catalonia's culture and language. In contrast, Espanyol was, from the beginning, a club with Spanish nationalist leanings. That difference alone ignited the rivalry. Barcelona, a team that for many is not just 11 players, but a belief born in the streets of Catalonia, in a mother tongue, in a culture that was denied the right to breathe for years. For its fans, football became a way to say what could not be said out loud. On the other side of the city stands Espanyol, a club that has always lived in the shadows, yet never surrendered. A team that learned to fight with pride, even when the whole world wasn't watching. For Espanyol, this match means being seen. It means shouting, "We are here too." When these two teams face each other, 90 minutes feel as heavy as decades. This match is not a clash of trophies. It is a clash of identities. For Barca, winning means defending history. For Espanyol, winning means breaking an old narrative. Generations that have inherited this rivalry, not always knowing exactly why, but knowing they must feel it. This match reminds us of a simple truth. Football is a mirror of society, where politics, history, and emotion put on a kit and step onto the pitch. And when the final whistle is blown, the city is divided in two once again. The winners breathe easier, the losers walk in silence, but everyone knows this story is not over, and this year, the rivalry has flared up once again. Not because of a goal, not because of a clash on the pitch, but because of a name. The Joan Garcia transfer, a move that, for some, was just a football decision, but for the fans, was seen as betrayal. A club that has always lived in the shadow of its neighbor has now handed one of its figures to that very neighbor. And in a city with a strong historical memory, these things are not forgotten. This year, the derby is not just a match. It is an account that has not yet been settled, because in Barcelona, this is not just a derby. This is a war that never truly goes silent. If you enjoy football stories, please subscribe and stay with us.